This is WIS News 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Nick Gibson. A story we continue to follow this evening: one person dead and two injured after a deadly shooting inside a Costco in Southern California last night. At this time, we know that one person is in custody, according to police. Officials say the shooting started from an argument inside the store, but they aren't sure if the victim and the gunman knew each other.
Walked back to the meat section and just immediately heard about 6 or 7 shots and got on the ground and made sure she was safe and on the ground. But she was, hysterical, of course. I crawled around to where she was and it was just hysteria.
Now, we don't know the identity of the victims at this time. We're learning more details about the incident at Boeing's North Charleston plant, where a noose was found on the grounds. A lawsuit has been filed by a worker against Boeing, and there are many allegations of racially hostile work environment. The employee who is suing is named Curtis Anthony. He's been working there since 2011. Anthony claims that the noose found at the Boeing facility was once hung over his desk. He says co-workers also urinated on his desk as well. His lawyers say Anthony told his supervisors about what was happening, but the harassment continued.
As a result, he reported to the management, all to no avail. As a result, Mr. Anthony was very persistent in highlighting the fact that he was, in fact, subjected to a racially hostile work environment.
According to the lawsuit, the stress of the harassment got so bad, Anthony had to take medical leave so he could get counseling. A spokesperson from Boeing, South Carolina, said those allegations are just not true, saying in part, quote, "Moreover, most of Mr. Anthony's allegations were never brought to the attention of management, giving the company no opportunity to investigate these claims. The single issue he did raise was dealt with promptly and in fair manner." Boeing did fire the employee they found to be responsible for that noose. And happening tomorrow, South Carolina Congressman and U.S. House Representative James Clyburn is holding an opportunity for people to share their experiences with him. He hopes to hear about your concerns with health care, broadband, and student debt. And the second annual Daddy and Me 5K was held this morning, sponsored by the Springdale Police Department, Serve and Connect, and Midland's Fatherhood Coalition. Proceeds from the 5K race benefit the coalition, which focuses on helping fathers support their children through education, spiritual development, and finding jobs. The event also included the Daddy Olympics obstacle course, a picnic, and a splash pad. It's been a beautiful day in the Midlands, but will it stay that way for your Father's Day? Tim Miller has his first alert forecast coming up. Top stories this evening: authorities in Washington State are investigating a small commercial plane crash. Thousands will spend today dancing for a good cause. The annual USC Dance Marathon gets underway this morning. More than 2,000 students have registered for this year's Dance Marathon. The 14-hour no sitting, no sleeping event raises money and awareness for Prisma Health's Children's Hospital. The USC Dance Marathon has raised more than $4.5 million since its start in 1999. This year's event will be held at the Strong Thurman Wellness Center from 10 a.m. until midnight.